So today we're going to take a look at the 5th anniversary mind game, Quack Sewer Soldier. This is a 5th anniversary figure from Damtoys, and from my research, there is only 300 of these guys ever produced. There is another variant of this guy, but I'm also confused of the 5th, because the way they put it, the 5th mind game. As I was researching, I only came across 3 other mind game figures from Damtoys, which is these 3. So you have the 8-ball guy, this colorful gamer guy, and another version of this sewer soldier. So yeah, I don't think this is the 5th figure, I just think this is just the 5th anniversary figure. So yeah, I did something very risky and very how do you say, very naughty, I guess, because I went to a Singapore seller site thing. It's basically the same one I have locally. I just clicked Singapore listings, and they had a bunch of Damtoys, a bunch of 3A, a bunch of designer figures. I was just basically drooling all over the place, knowing that they had these guys in stock. But I had to control myself just a bit. But I came across this guy on the listing. I asked if he shipped international, and he did. Singapore is right next door, so it didn't really seem like a big problem. And he shipped it. 3 days later, it's here. So yeah, with that being said, let's take a look at this sewer dude. So here's the Quack Sewer Soldier. Now this is the second version of the Sewer Soldier. There's another one here. This is more a soldier type. The one I got here, the 5th anniversary one, this is a more of a medical soldier, medical guy. And this is him. He does look a bit empty, but he does come with a bunch of cool stuff, especially one cool ass helmet. So yeah, maybe let's take a closer look at this sad looking individual. And here's a closer look at the Quack Sewer Soldier, and as you can see, he has a very old looking face, very tired face. He's a very tired guy. I guess he's seen a lot of battles, seen a lot of suffering. And this is his little coat, his long coat. It's padded, got some pockets. This is a wired hood. He also has some very long fingers here, very rat-like, true to form of the concept. And he does have these little stringy bits. I don't know what they're used for. This whole part is wired, so you can, how do you say, pose them and, I don't know, manipulate them to suit the pose you're going to put them. And this is him. Yeah. Very different from what I usually collect, but I'm really glad I have him. He's a very unique looking figure. So with that being said, let's take a look at what he comes with. Helmet, syringe, baklava, collar piece, medic bag, syringe bag, torchlight, hand. So this is what the Quack Sewer Soldier comes with. It's quite a bit of stuff. So maybe let's take a look at the baklava. Is that what they call it? Is that how it's said? It's basically a hooded piece you stick on the guy to protect the head sculpt from the helmet piece over there. And you do clip on, well, not clip on, you put this thing on the bottom so it doesn't bunch up. So maybe let's do this off camera. And this is how it looks like with the hood on and with the collar piece on. There is no instruction manuals with this figure, so all of this is basically me figuring things out for myself. So I think this is how it's supposed to look like. It does fit him very nicely, but I am worried over time that the elasticity of this part will start to fray and start to deteriorate. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna put this cloth piece in the box itself and not touch it again. But damn, look at that head sculpt. You could see the scars, the way they brush the colors together, they blend the colors together. I mean, he does look old and pretty scary, but you could tell he looks a little friendly as well, like a friendly wastelander. So yeah, this is how I think you put these things on him. So with that being said, let's take a look at his little medic bag. Now this medic bag is pretty interesting to put on because it's like this. It's velcroed in. The way you put it is he's going to have a belt that you slid in and then you just fold over like that. Now this does have some lettering. It says pay. I don't really know what that means. And it says no medic here or no medic hero, because this last letter here looks like a O, but I think it says no medic here. So I guess this is a very pessimistic medic type character. There is no story for this guy, unfortunately. I think he's just a concept character they just wanted to make for their 5th anniversary. He does have a roll-up cloth thing here. You can unhook the bag to open it, but there's only cotton stuff in here, so I don't know if you want to open it. Do it at your own peril, because it is really hard to unhook these things if you don't have the right tools. So yeah, that's his medic bag. Moving on, we have his little flashlight. So this flashlight, there's no articulation, nothing, it's just a piece of plastic. It does have some lettering here that says US MX991U. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's the model number of this particular flashlight. And it does have a clip, which you can clip onto him, but be careful because that will break if you stress it out too much. So this is his little flashlight thing. So next, maybe let's look at his honking syringe thing here. Now this part is die cast. I touched it with my face and it is cold. That's how I test if things are die cast. I just basically put it against my face, and if it's cold then it's die cast. So this is die cast. It won't break, but it might bend, so just be careful. There is a... Let's see if I can focus, because it's pretty... Yeah, there is a hole in the syringe, but I don't really know how he uses this to heal people. It's pretty drastic, but you can't deny the weathering and all that is very nice. It's not 3A type weathering, but it is artistically done, you know? It's their type of weathering, which is I like. This is Damtoys' version of weathering, which is nice. It's like an art canvas type weathering. It's not really metal weathering, it's more like an artistic depiction of weathering, if that makes sense. Now this lever here is articulated, but I don't really know how to pose him holding this thing. So this basically, it just rotates, and yeah. These things articulate, but not very far. They are malleable, but don't stress them too much because they will snap. And this is, thank God, it's a canvas strap and not a pleather strap, because if this was pleather, guess what? It won't last at all, because this thing is pretty hefty. So to have a pleather strap hold all this weight is not a good idea. So yeah, this is his syringe, if you guys could see that. It's got some hoses here where you plug in that thing. Let's see, it's sculpted, it's not metal. So yeah, that's about it. What does that say? Do not touch. Almost safe for level 34. Okay. Again, I don't really know the story of this universe or this character, so I'm just gonna accept it. Oh, there's more wordings here. Let's see what that says. Attention. I don't know if you guys could read that. I can't read it, and I'm wearing glasses, and it's giving me a headache. So if you guys can read that, then that's cool. You can see all the welding and all that. The haphazard welding this thing has gone through to be created. So yeah, this is his syringe. Let's see if I can put it back safely. Okay, yep. So the next part is, let's take a look at his helmet. So this is his little protector helmet thing. I think this is used for protection or something, or I don't know. I don't really know the lore of this universe. But you could see there is some type of lettering. Not for a human, be careful your neck, do not stay in the ice. I think there's some translation errors there, but you know, it's nice to have a little detail there, I guess. And he does have some numbers here. I guess that's the number of his unit or his medic company. And he does have some little detail of bandages here and there. Yeah, it reminds me of my emo days, this thing. Now this thing is detachable. It does have magnets on the inside here and there. And you can see his face there. The magnets aren't strong. Like, it won't snap in violently, but it does hold the whole thing very well. Now you can open it a bit, but that's the most you can get, is this much. So you can't really see his face unless you pose him in a particular way. So yeah, this is his little helmet thing. Yeah, very nice. No flaws that I can see. Yep, that's his helmet. So next, real quick, let's take a look at his backpack. Now this is a very, very unruly piece of accessory. Not because of the backpack, it's because of this hose. You can't really remove this hose from the backpack here. It's kind of molded into the plastic casing that's in here. There is a plastic case in here to hold the shape of the bag, but you can see all the detail. Again, all this stuff you can open and put stuff in it if you want. Put your own accessories in there. All this is tied. It's very nice. It's all canvas. So this thing will stand the test of time, unlike the pleather material. That's his hose. His hose is I don't want to say it's flexible, but it doesn't really, you can't really pose it the way you want it. This is basically how it will be. You can't really, there's no wire in it basically, so you can't really pose it in any way. So that's kind of, that sucks, because this hose takes a lot of, how you say, real estate. It's very unruly to pose him with this thing because it gets in the way so many times. And this is his straps. It does buckle in very well. Just don't manhandle it too much because it will break, will snap, and you will cry. Because this is a pretty rare figure. I don't think it's rare now, but come next year, it will be pretty rare with the other Mind Game figures that Damtoys came up with. So yeah, this is the bag. Very nice. Let's see if I can put it without dropping anything like last time. Okay, where are we at? Okay, let's look at his little ratty hands here. The ratty hands is not posable. I mean, they're not individually articulated, but they are rubbery in a way that you can grip things. So they're not rigid, they are malleable. So it's easy to pose him holding stuff or holding the syringe. So yeah, this is little rat hands. I like the way they painted stuff. It looks like came out of a painting or something, you know? Looks like a personalized art piece. A personalized figure, if you will, because the way they did it, it's not factory made. It looks more like handmade, which I think it probably was. So this is his hands. Kind of different from one another. So yeah, that's his hands. And the last pair he got here is more of a gripping type fist hand to grip whatever you want on him, the syringe, his backpack, or whatever. So yeah, this is his little grippy hands. As you can see, again, it looks like it's very, like, it's hard to explain it. It's like it's hand painted canvas. It's like he came out of a drawing, really, the way they did this. Now I don't know if that's purposely like all this is purposely made or because the paint was too thin. Because if paint is too thin or too thick, it does do that globbing thing. So yeah, this is his little grippy hands. So I think that's it. Yeah, so with that being said, let's stick all this junk onto the Quack Dr. Sewer Soldier guy. Oops, forgot to also include this, I guess. He does come with a little card because this is a limited release of 300. I got number 261. Is that a good number? I don't know. It's pretty far up there. And yeah, I got some logos there of the artist and the distributor, I guess. It's not really much, unfortunately. It's not really fancy. There's no there's no signature or whatever, so it's kind of lackluster, truthfully, to have that card. And he does come with display base, so I guess let's show that. So this is his display base. Sorry, I can't really frame this properly. So he does have the Quack Sewer Soldier plaque there with my disgusting fingerprint. And he does have this really rocky surface to it. Now, I don't really like display stands at all, but when it's like this, when there's like a diorama and all that, I really like it. I really appreciate the effort when they put the dioramas onto their display stands, because you know, it just adds that much more character, that much more posability, usability with a display stand. Because if it's just a black thing with a sticker, then you know, fuck off, that's just a stupid display stand. But when it's like this, it looks like a museum piece, you know. It does have a crotch grabber here, just your average crotch grabber. So yeah, this is, I think that's it. Checking. Yep, that's it. That's all it comes with. So let's stick all this junk on him. Bonk. So here he is, mostly kitted up. I think I need to show you how to put on his medic bag, which is kind of tricky to do. It took me a while to figure out. So you got his medic bag here. His little medic bag. Then you put it, basically you slot it into his belt holster here. Let's see if I can do this. I did it before. I can do it again. Just have a feel for it. Then you slide it in. It just basically hangs off that loop. And there you go. It's there. I'm showing you this because there is no instruction manual on this figure. So all this I had to figure out for myself. And the helmet is the trickiest part. So let's see if I can get this on camera. Now you cannot put the helmet directly onto his head like so. You need to angle it from the back. So let's see if I can do this. One-handed, because I like to torture myself. So there you go. Okay, there he is, all kitted up. So next we need to put on his mask. Oh god, that's a pain in the ass. Okay. And then snappy snap. There we go. And there he is. The Quack Sewer Soldier, ready to save lives or take lives. So yeah, there he is. Fucking awesome figure. Look at that. What a tasty looking guy. So let's pose him up a bit and, you know, do a rotating view of him. So here's the Quack Sewer Soldier, all kitted up, posed up, and ready to go. And damn, look at this thing. I mean, Damtoys is really stepping up. And if they continue doing this, I think I'm gonna convert away from Hot Toys, just straight to Damtoys. Because they don't release their figures like every month. They release them, I think every quarter or something like that. Like half a year they come up with like one figure, one small figure. They don't shit them out as often as Hot Toys, so it doesn't really hurt your wallet when you're collecting Damtoy figures. But damn, look at that. The only gripe I do have with this figure, truthfully, is I wish they would weather the coat a bit more, have a little more dirt, a little more grime. Because this guy is from a post-apocalyptic world, I would guess. So, you know, having some more weathering on him would have at least enhance the figure a bit more. Like the pouch here is weathered, the skirt part is weathered, but his whole coat isn't. It's pretty clean. There is some attempts of weathering here and there. I could see some dark bits here, but it's not a lot. And this hosting, again, it's a bitch to work with, because again, there's no wire. You can't really pose with this thing. This is the form it takes, and that's the only form it will go with. So it will take up a lot of real estate. So I'll just have it unplugged from the syringe and just have it hang there. And you can't really unplug it from the back either. But yeah, this is him. This is the Quack Sewer Doctor. Now this is okay for me, but I think I'm gonna add some more accessories just to enhance this figure just a bit. So let's see how he looks like with my little accoutrement. So just real quick, this is the stuff I want to put onto the Quack Sewer Soldier. Just a bunch of 3A grenades. I just want to fill this middle part out a bit more. And I put a 3A backpack on his chest because I think this part was a bit too empty for me. So yeah, that was just additional stuff I want to stick on the guy just to fill him out just a bit more. I didn't want to overload him. I just want to fill out some of the empty spaces he had. And I also forgot to mention that this figure does come with a poster as well. I keep forgetting stuff. This is the poster he comes with. In the description it says it's a signed poster, but there's no signatures on this thing really. And it's I think it's like a A3, A2 poster. I mean, this is the poster itself. You guys want to take a look. This is I guess this is the concept of the Quack character. Quack. Then you have the artist name and some other stuff there. 5th Mindgames series. Yeah, so this is the poster. I'm not gonna remove it from this canister because, you know, it's hard to show it on camera because it's a very glossy paper like this here. So it's just gonna reflect the light. So yeah, it comes with a poster. Hooray. So let's take a close-up of this guy and end this silly review. So here's a closer look at the Quack Sewer Soldier. So you can see his ears here have some blood red detail with the bandages. His skull here. Now this is the only way you can open it. This is how far it will go. You can't really see the guy's face in there. This is how far it will go basically. And it does look creepy from this angle. But you can detach it, and there's his face. Very sad face. Very sad looking character. You can see his little collar piece there. You can't really see it. You have to maneuver some of his fabric away to see it. Look at that. What a sad guy. Let's just put his face away. Like I said before, the magnet does magnetize very well. It doesn't fall off. It's molded very nicely. Then you can see a random 3A bag I stuck on him just to fill out that space. His flashlight. You could see most of the stitching detail is very nicely done. It doesn't look lazy at all. The straps and all that. Then you could see some of the weathering is apparent on the medical bag, but it's not apparent throughout his clothing, which is kind of a miss for me. I mean, you could do a lot with weathering on clothing, really. It adds more depth to the figure. Now, these grenades are from the Yoden 3A figure. I reviewed that a while back, if you guys want to look at that. He does have a fuck ton of grenades, so barring 3 will not will not bother the figure at all. So yeah, it fills out really nicely, the grenades. I wish he had some surgical tools or something just to stick in those holsters. You can see his little rat hands there. So we can fix the lighting a bit. You can see his shoes, little shoey shoes, his rat shoes. Then a display stand with the name. I still don't know what these little string that's hanging off him does, but you know, I guess that's okay. Turning him around so the light catches him. You can see the nice detail of the backpack. Again, just the weathering is a miss for the clothing, truthfully. If he had like the 3A amount of weathering, that would be so good. Like here, this part is just empty to me. A little dirt here, a little weathering will go a very long way. Then we have his unruly syringe hose here, which I can't really put onto the syringe without him being in a very weird pose, because this hose thing is very stiff, very rigid. You can't really, how do you say, maneuver it or manipulate it. It's stuck in that position. So yeah, this is him. This is the 5th anniversary Quack Sewer Soldier. This is him in all his glory. Very nice figure. And come next year, he will be super rare. He's not an old figure by far. I think he was announced last year and just recently released. You know, because of COVID and all that, it was released late. So if you guys have a chance to get him, he is available at it's an okay price what you see now, but come next year that price will probably be ridiculous. So yeah, let's go find a place for this little guy. Well, not little guy, creepy guy with a creepy face. So I think I'll just stick him on my desk for now because I have no place to put him. And it's one of those things where I like to stare at them and repose them now and again. So this is like I said before, this is the 5th anniversary Damtoys Quack Sewer Soldier. Very nicely made, nice concept. And like I said before, this guy will be rare come next year. So if you guys have a chance to get him, then get him. I got this from a very nice Singaporean seller who was willing to help me out, willing to ship internationally, and at a very, very good price. I mean, the price I got him at, you can't get anywhere else. And yeah, this is one of those purchases where I'm really glad I got him when I could, because secondhand markets, man, they're brutal with Damtoys 1/6 figures. Very brutal. You thought Hot Toys was hard? I mean, you try to look for Damtoys 1/6 scale figures at your price range. It's not gonna happen. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. And yeah, go get them.